Hello there, I'm Colonel Failure, and this is Cities Skylines. Last time around, we added our first passenger rail system, and it's in its first week. It served a massive one person. This time around, we're looking at hopefully unifying the different districts that we've got at the moment. So we're, as you can see, we've got kind of three distinct chunks of land, and we're going to try and pull those a little closer together. And turn it into one city rather than, well, almost three. But before we get to that, I was just looking at some of the information overlays, and I was looking at healthcare. Our healthcare availability is horrible. So I think that's just moved to the top of the list in terms of actually getting something done. Yeah, we've got some traffic problems, but we knew about those. That's okay. This area in particular, and I think actually that's being caused by our bus station. Who'd have thought it? What else have we got going on? Levels. So we've got some levelling up happening just a little. That's all right. Landfill usage, incineration usage. Yikes. Yeah. Okay, so we are in no way dealing with all of the rubbish that's actually being generated by the city. It would be nice to be able to do some recycling. You know, recycling's a very positive thing, but you know what? I'm quite happy to burn it and turn it into power. How much is a recycle plant? 30,000. Well, we're not at breaking point for recycling yet, so I'm going to have a look and see about resolving some healthcare problems first. What have we got here? Crematorium. That's not going to make people better, though, is it? The hospital, what about a clinic? 10 grand. Okay, we'll bang a clinic in for these folks here because they don't have any healthcare at all at the moment. Health coverage, I should say. Right there. That will cheer them the hell up. There you go, folks. Take all the aspirin you need and nothing more. Okay, that should help. We'll come back to that in a little bit and see if that's alleviated things. Although, that said, this whole section down here has got very little healthcare either. So somewhere around here. But this is Wrecking Ball, which we are going to be demolishing. And I think as part of that, to call up the traffic overlay again, if I can find it, there we go. We'll fix this this bad network here. This bad bit of road, part of which was only recently built as part of our traffic calming and alleviating measures. Right, overlays off. What's going on? Everybody wants to go that way. Okay, well that's residential up there, and to be honest, there are public transport links you can take. I went to insignificant amounts of effort to try and get public transport between this and the other side of town. Yes. Okay, so 8 passengers on our glorious passenger rail system. Happened last week. That's terrific, I suppose. Oh no, the medical clinic is on fire. What? Why is that on fire? And there appear to be quite a lot of people waiting for the bus here. Either that or they're just standing around watching the fire. Yeah, alright. No, look, what I want to do is I want to interrogate this bus stop. There we go. No, those are ambulances. They're not going to... I'd wait until the fire was out, honestly. Gentlemen, to your hoses. I see. First guy's gone in just to check that it is actually on fire. There we go. Yep, hose down all those people waiting for the bus. They should know better and should be further away. Well, that's not ideal. That's certainly not going to help my healthcare situation, is it? Alright, splendid. What am I going to do now? Do what I was going to do. Let's continue... continue trying to unify our segments here. Okay, first things first. Let's take this residential area, commercial area, and connect it up to the freeway. Actually, This is something expensive that I've been intending to do for a little while. And why the major queue here? Because you idiots are all trying to change lane at the wrong time. So this left-hand lane here, far left-hand lane, is a left turn only. And with the traffic merging on, they don't want to immediately get back off again. That's unhelpful. And obviously we've got traffic merging on there, which is causing a delay. So I wonder if it would be worth us getting rid of this, or turning it one way in order to help this traffic flow more smoothly. And I think the answer to that is may we. So let's get that done. There. Right. Good. Okay, that should have us... That should clear this traffic, because obviously nobody's going to be waiting there now, because no traffic is going to be emerging from this 6-lane kind of mega section we've got going on here. And actually what we can do at the same time, we can zone up some more industrial here. Don't want to do too much because I need to plan this through at least halfway decently. Let's see if this is being helped. In fact, we can do that bit as well. Yeah, you see, it's people changing lanes badly. I mean, look at the spacing of the traffic that's moving well, right? There's enough that if all the traffic were to just move at a standard speed, they'd be able to kind of intermingle with each other. And if they would, these guys would actually drive like real people and move into the fast lane once in a while. I'm pretty sure that'll fix itself, or at least ease the pain that exists there at the moment. But it doesn't change the fact that I do need a way for these guys to get back out. Actually, we've got one just here, and that's starting to create a tailback as well. So if we assume that I industrialize all of this section here, we're going to create a tailback at this bit. So what would be better for us is a slip road of some kind, rather than a two-way junction. Yeah, and because everybody's driving like a complete pillock down here, nothing good is coming of it. Interesting. I need to give that some thought, obviously. Right. Okay. Slightly costly first manoeuvre here. You're going to scratch your head a little bit, but be my guest. These roads, too far apart they are. Let's get the wiggler maker going. Oh, come on, you're fine. And you know it. So, yeah, I mean, basically, I don't want these freeways using up any more space than is absolutely necessary. Oh, come on. And equally, I don't want it to just be a flaming wiggly bit of road going all the way down there. So let's get some cash back from that and build some on the grid. Can we get closer together than that? Let's try that. Nope. There we go. So, as you can see from where the traffic was and where the traffic now is, you know, that's saved enough for quite a few buildings. I mean, don't get me wrong. The one thing that Cities is not short of is space. But no. Look, come on, look. There has to be a middle. What? Don't make me get that. right about as soon as you can do this. So it's not perfect, but we have saved a bit of space. Now, I mean, you know, I'm not too bothered about space overall because you know, we've got plenty of space to play with. But frankly, having a gigantic chasm down the middle between the two roads doesn't make any sense to me. Onwards, chaps. Road. There you go. All right, splendid. I could probably do something about that bit, but you know what? I imagine the traffic goes, you know what? This is the fun bit of road. So I'm just going to leave that alone. Right, how are we looking? Alright, so we want another way for traffic to get out here, really, don't we? Let's put another slip road in. And this is, you know, this is going to happen all the time now, as I'm going to get distracted by potentially easy solutions. So let's see if that makes any of these guys decide to take a different route. It does filter them onto the one-way section, which is not perfect. Alright, we'll see. I think, I mean, this whole area is part of Wrecking Ball, so we need to redevelop it at some point anyway. And frankly, a little bit of one-way usage down there could yield results. Still got plenty of industrial demand, which I'm liking. How's it looking over here in industry land? Right, look, we said we were going to merge up. So actually do some of that and stop mucking about with roads. Okay, right, so first things first, let's get a road of some description over here. Do we want this one way? I think we do. In fact, I think we want it going the other way one way. So let's go from here and then up one. No, give me the straight road tool, please. From there, up one. The slope is not too steep. Down. To there, yeah, over, yeah, back down. And then merge in as soon as you can. Like that. Love it. Okay, that should hopefully leave us space to expand rail later on. But equally, it means that people from this, what am I going to build here, will be able to get from one side over to the other. Right. And then we'll do the same thing at the other end to get this this one-way section finished up. Let's do some kind of slightly kinky road round here. Back down again. Right, there we go. Alright, so what we'll do... Uh-oh, a building has burned down. That's a downer, isn't it? It's going to happen quite a bit. Give me this... Okay, so we're going to run in parallel, I think, all the way down here. And then out the other end. Because what we're hoping is that this leads to increased traffic for the commercial guys to benefit from. Let's bend that around a touch. And a touch more. So we've stuck two-way on here, which actually you've bent around rather more than I'd intended. Let's align the camera. And actually, that's a useful way to build if you're doing, you know, if you're using the freehand tool, is to get the camera pointed in such a way that you're running in a straight line-ish, or you're running in parallel with the bit of road you actually want to make, because that way you'll see if you've created a ludicrous overcurve at the end of it. That'll do. Alright, splendid. Right, so now we'll commercialise the rest of this. In fact, well, let's low density around the outskirts here. Just on the off chance anybody wants to build right up against the freeway. It would be very easy for me to just build a ramp straight over the top here, but I want to direct people onto the freeway where possible, because that way I centralise where all of my traffic woes are going to occur. And what I don't want is people bypassing the kind of high density traffic routes in thinking that actually they're going to save themselves some time by doing so, because all they're going to do is create more traffic problems somewhere else. Alright, well look, there's definitely people getting on and off here. See how this is getting on. 22 whole passengers last week. Come on. Now you're talking. And all this commercial stuff's building up. Excellent. And then we'll do exactly the same thing over here. Now, obviously, you know, living right next door to the train station is going to lead to some somewhat slum-like property prices, but it needs to be done. Do we need that volume? No, we don't need that volume of whatchamacallit. There we go. Actually, let's go all the way under the bridge. I haven't decided what I want to do with that yet, but this is one way. Mental note, one-way traffic only. Right, let's start here. That's it. Yep, parallel with the road, with the track. I'm going to want to jump the track at the end, and I think we'll one-way that most definitely. Up you go. Have I left you enough space? Not quite. Okay. And honestly, I shouldn't be taking too much effort into this, because this whole area of town is not long for this world. Theoretically, I don't know. I think you know, originally I was thinking, right, I'm just going to demolish all of this, but now, you know, it seems more likely that it will get some kind of gradual adjustment going on. There we go, merge it into there. It's not a pretty piece of road, but it does do what I need it to do. Right, so I now need to link that to this in some cunning and majestic fashion. Should we do it in a cunning and majestic? Yeah, there we go. That's all right. And while we're about it, we'll do exactly the same as we did with the commercial area, and offer up a piece of two-way down here. And the people that live there will lament the fact that there is no easy way onto the freeway. We're now consuming more water and sewage. We're not consuming sewage and generating sewage faster than we can deal with it. Okay, budget time. Water, let's 115 you, please. Thank you. Back to work. Okay, right. Let's. Do we really want to make them slums? So we'll low density down, kind of in between the. Actually, what might work better there? I'm going to do this for now. What might work better is if I put up some baffles of some description, and whether that's trees or billboards or something along those lines. Stick those in there. Will make people a little happier. We don't really want to do that. Let's give me the painter. In fact, give me the bounding box. There we go. Just these three here, because this bit in the middle is going to be. In fact, let's de-zone this bit in the middle, just so that I don't accidentally. It's not zoned anyway, you fool. Yeah, right. Just so that I don't accidentally offer it up as a unique opportunity for people to move into. I don't know if you can have like a one-block shack or not, but if you can, your opportunity has arrived. And then let's bang that down there. Okay, right. We haven't done anything like enough industrial. In fact, let's finish this off by high density down the middle. Knock yourselves out, folks. Move in anytime you like. Oh, traffic round here has gotten to be excessive. And again, look at this. Look at this madness that's going on here. Everybody's in the wrong lane. This is not how people drive. So, to alleviate that, I need to take this as a flyover almost, because people are using this bit of road to get over to there. Ha. So, it'd almost be better deleting this and creating an on-ramp to the freeway. The question is, where are they coming from? How far away are they coming from? And we've got trash problems here as well, which probably doesn't surprise me. Trash trucks are probably having a difficult time getting there. Right, let's have a quick look and see if I can do that, shall we? Where do we think? Where's a good place to go? Well, obviously as close to trouble as possible. To go like that, and then all the way over the top onto here. Madness. It would work though, it would do the job. Equally, what if I funnel them down into the main one-way section? Tell them, sorry, no dice, I want to keep this bit moving, because the knock-on effect now is getting quite severe. Alright, well, let's see what happens. So that'll make that clear up. We'll probably end up with a queue here like we had before, just as soon as all this lot is resolved. Why has so much traffic ended up in the wrong lane, I wonder? There we go, that's eased it up. Yep, here we go. So that's now queuing back here again. So the fact that we had a queue here was actually alleviating the queuing problems there, as is so often the case. Okay, right. Okay, I'm not going to fix that quickly. It's not something that's going to be resolved in a hurry. Right, what's going on here? Another building's burned down. And we've got a whole bunch of unoccupied stuff down here. And you guys haven't got water. Once again, people building where there's no water. And the industrial demand that was making me so happy mere moments ago appears to have dried up. It's very strange. Now, they were saying that I had water shortages. What have we got? Water availability. Nope, we're okay. We're okay. I've managed to expand to hit the demand. Where's the industrial demand gone? Kill all those abandoned buildings, please. Auto bulldozer. And anything that's burned down while you're at it. Let's have a quick look at fire coverage here. fire safety, high hazard, and green roads show the actual coverage and it's quite low. Alright, well, given that historically industrial buildings like to burn to the ground more often than anything else, let's get ourselves a fire department out here somewhere. There you go. Is that going to make everybody happier? It is. You should have power, which means you should have power. There we go. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to put an incineration plant out here. Given that we're already making an unholy amount of pollution in this area, let's go the whole hog and pollute the hell out of it. You can't be unhappy, you're industrial buildings. It's one of the reasons I love you guys is because you're happy about absolutely everything. You want more smog next to us? No trouble. Put a train station next door to my house? Yeah, go for it. Let's get it done. Alright, there we go. Industrial demand has crept up a little. Still not as much as I'd like, and again we've got some traffic reshuffling causing tailbacks. What's gone on here? Ah, this has fixed itself almost. We've run into difficulty down here to get onto the ring road. Okay, that's fine. In which case, development of the ring road is going to be my next objective. Going to continue trying to merge these two together. Meanwhile, over in our commercial area, we've got a lot of people not having enough customers. So, I'm not sure what I can do about that. Maybe that's the first place to put a metro system. I don't really know. Anyway, thanks for tuning in today. I've been Colonel Failure. Next time around, more fun with traffic and bulldozers and zoning. Thanks very much. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will catch up with you very soon. Thank you. Cheerio.